Thanks, Game, mate. We really appreciate their help. See you. thank you to Melanie Perino and Miss Morgan Prada for all they do for our cheerleaders. How about
Good evening, football fans, and welcome to another electrifying night under the lights here at Warrington High School. You're turned into Warrington Sports Network. I'm Keith Brown, and joining me on the broadcast this evening is former Warrington football coach. Coach McCandless. And the stakes are higher, and tonight's matchup promises fireworks. It's a classic showdown as the Washington Jays roll into town to take on the Warrington Warriors. Washington enters this game looking to bounce back after a tough 14-10 loss to Union in their season opener. Meanwhile, the Warriors are riding high after a dominant 24-7 win over Wright City, showing early signs of a team with serious momentum. Historically, the Jays have had the upper hand in this rivalry, leading the all-time series 9-5. But don't let that fool you. Warrington has taken the last two meetings, and tonight on their home turf, they're looking to make it three straight and continue rewriting the narrative. The crowd is buzzing, the players are fired up, and kickoff is just moments away. Stay right here because this is high school football at its finest, and it's only on the Warrington Sports Network. We'll be back in a couple minutes to talk about the stats for this game. We also want to give a shout-out to student Grant Hendricks, who did the pregame graphic that you saw earlier. Kudos to Grant Hendricks. All right, tail to tape. Warrington is coached by Jason Coper. The Jays are coached by Matt Klein. Warrington has a record of 1-0. Washington 0-1. Warrington has won the last two meetings versus Washington. In the last 10 meetings, the series is tied 5-5. Looking at the points per game, Warrington averages 24, Washington 10. Rushing yards per game, Warrington averages 133, and Washington 99. Passing yards per game, Warrington averages 67, Washington 74. Both teams have kicked one field goal this year, so the kickers show some prowess. Points allowed per game, Warrington's only given up 7, Washington gave up 14. And then, looking ahead to next week, one more special team stat. The punters for the team, Jacob Kinney's averaging 42 yards, and Washington kicker is averaging 32 yards. The next game for Warrington will be at Wentzville Liberty next week, and Washington will be traveling to Hillsborough. Coach, what are your thoughts coming into week number 2?
Well, I know Warrington got off to a great start last week. Big win against Wright City. 24-7 ball game there, and Washington, took a loss, 14-10. Against Union, which is, pretty good ball club, so still early on in the season, and I look for, just another continuance of this great rivalry and that's kind of developed, with between these two teams. I think whoever commits the fewest mistakes, tonight, I know Warrington, not as far as the turnovers went, but they had a lot of penalties last week that, I'm sure the coaching staff addressed that, this past week to get some of that stuff tidied up and, cost them, that cost them some field position a lot of times. So, I think it's going to be a great ball game. You can't beat the weather. It's 65 degrees. I mean, this is football weather right here.
No wind.
No wind, no nothing.
No
so
sun.
It's this is just awesome. So I expect a great night of football. I think the big boys up front for Warrington are going to have themselves one heck of a night tonight.
There you go, folks. We're just moments away from the kickoff. Right now, the captains are at midfield. The coin has been tossed, and we'll get the kicking and receiving duties assigned here in just 1 second. So Warrington won the toss, and they're deferring. They'll kick off to open the game.
Yeah, one thing I think we saw different last week, especially on the special teams, is, Warrenton last year, mostly squib kicked, on their kickoffs. Now old Jake Kenny got himself quite a leg, so, they feel comfortable, kicking one deep.
He had one kick last week that had to be 50 yards. He flipped the field.
He did. Yes, he did. Yep. So that's huge, to have that. So we're be a great night. Interesting to see what they come out with.
So Jacob Kinney will do the kicking duties for the Warriors. Back to return for the Jays is going to be Layden Gerling and Bowen Bast. Coach Barton on the PA announcer doing a great job as always. Wish you were here, but if you're not, we're glad you're watching on YouTube, the Warrington Sports Network. Rowdy crowd here at David Huff Memorial Stadium. And we're underway. Big kick from Kinney. Off the hands of Gerling. He's going to take it out of the end zone. And he's stopped inside the 15-yard line. Bradley Tucker with the tackle for Warrington.
All right, good start for the Warriors there. Looks like they're going to call it a touchback.
That's what I was wondering. We had that last week.
Yes, it is. That's kind of what I thought. He touched it and broke the plane.
So the Jays will start at the 20-yard line. Their first possession of the game. They've been alternating their quarterbacks throughout the game. Looks like Carter Hill, the sophomore, is going to get the start.
Yeah.
He's got 18 rushes last week, 79 yards, 4.5-yard average, and he was their leading rusher. He completed 3 for 4 passes and threw for 61 yards. Snap back, he rolls left, decides to keep it, runs in about a 4-yard gain where he's tackled there.
Yeah, he had a couple of different options there. Yeah, it looked like a little rollout, and it looked like he was going to try to pass, but nothing was there, so he just used his legs, picked up 4 yards.
Eli Schneider on the tackle there, picking up right where he left off. He was the leading tackler last week with 12 tackles. All right, Hill in the shotgun formation. Sends a little motion across the right side. This time he's going to hand off Andrew Holdmeyer with a rush. Gain of a couple is going to make it 3rd and short. Jake Mincher with the tackle. Third and 2 for the Jays. They break the huddle quickly up to the line of scrimmage. They go quick. Hand off, right side. And Gerling's going to have enough for the first down.
Yeah, quick count that time.
Mincher and Schneider on the tackle there. Hill breaks him out of the huddle. He's joined in the backfield by Camden Dewart, the senior running back. He rolls left. Dewart lead block. Diedrich Forrest in on the tackle for the Big Red.
Okay, Washington right out the bats trying to hit the edges, it looks like, quite a bit, right now, because they want to keep away from the middle of that, strong Warrington defense. They got 3 studs on the inside and the backers, so they're just trying to get to the edge right now.
Two receivers, one to each side of the formation. Hill back to pass, throws left, or right, out of the hands of the receiver. Incomplete. That pass was intended for Bryce Best. 3rd and about 6 for the Jays. Hill's a left-handed quarterback. It's kind of a unicorn for quarterbacks.
Yes, it is, yeah.
Step back, Hill keeps it, fakes the handoff, goes over the right side, and this would be close for the first down.
He's going to be close.
I think
slid. Yeah, he did.
I think they're giving him the first down, though.
Yes, they are. Looked like he might have been just a little short on that.
That's what I saw, too.
Yeah, it looked like the knee hit before the ball broke.
They got him 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. That's 2 first downs for the Jays. They got a little something going here early in the game. As Coach said, they're just trying to go off the edge there. Staying away from the big boys in the middle for the Big Red. You got a goal line and offensive line here.
Yeah, it is. This is,
pack.
Washington's run 7 plays and shown 7 different formations, so they're just trying to scheme Warrington right now.
Gerling with a gain of 4 on the play. Tackled by Owen Wright, the senior for the Big Red. Well, they moved the chain a little further. It's 2nd and 5. Good first down yardage. Now they go with a more of a traditional set. 2 receivers to the right of the formation. Quarterback's going to keep it up the middle. Picks up about 2 or 3. Running into Javon Jones on that one.
Yeah. Washington's doing a pretty good job right now controlling the line of scrimmage so far. They've been able to get some holes, going for themselves. Warrenton's trying to show a little bit more of a 5-man front. They noticed they had 5 men on the line of scrimmage that last time, so they may start creeping a few more in now. Okay, looking at a 4-man.
Jumbo package they got here. You're absolutely right, Coach. Snap straight to the running back that time, and Gerling gets enough for another first down. There's Owen Wright on the tackle again. A little ground and pound from the Jays to start the game.
Yes, it has been.
1 incomplete pass, but otherwise it's been all turf. Big jumbo package again.
5-man almost, yeah. They're running a 5-2 right now. Warrington is.
Coach Coper's made the change. Match up against the unoffensive set. Handoff. This time the Big Reds stopped him.
That time they met him, yep. It's a good job.
That's Caleb Mitchell on the carry there. No, I'm sorry, that's Javon San Miguel. No gain on the play.
That's good. Sometimes early on in the game you can get a little too aggressive when you're a defensive lineman. I think Warrington was getting upfield just a little bit too much. Washington's running right underneath them, so they'll settle down, let the linebackers do their job, let them scrape over the top.
Anderson and Markel on the tackle there. Markel Green. Snap back to the running back again. Gerling's going to go over the left side. He gets about 4 or 5 on that one. Jacob Kinney on the tackle. Oh, I'm sorry, that was Keegan Melligard. Brings up 3rd and 5 for the Jays. This is their biggest 3rd down margin they've had so far.
It is,
on
yeah.
This drive.
Yeah, and I'm sure Coach Klein feels like they're going to be in 4-down territory
yeah,
here.
The same thing, yep. Quick to the line again. Jumbo package in at the line of scrimmage. Quarterback under center this time. Looking to the sideline for the play. Hands off to the big fullback DeWert. He's got enough for a full first down.
Okay.
Dragged down by Jordan Lopez for the Warriors.
Well, the defensive line's just got to kind of settle down for Warrington right now. They're getting just a little bit too aggressive, a little bit too much upfield. Washington did a nice job that time of blocking down and kicking out the defensive end, which opened up the hole that time.
Jay Sanders checks in for the Big Red. Jumbo package again from Washington. Hill under center. Hands off to DeWert again. He stopped at the line of scrimmage. Javon Jones on the tackle. Kenny in there as well. Gain of 1 on the play.
Yep, that is more like it. Good stop.
Ball's marked at the 27-yard line. Jay started this possession on their own 20. And they've run off about 10 minutes off the clock.
Yes, I have, yeah.
Hill in the shotgun this time. Hands it off to Gerling again. He goes over the left side. Mellegard on the tackle for Warrington.
Got about a 3rd and 3 situation, it looks like. It looks like Washington's just trying to go inside, outside, every other play, is what they're
You're right.
trying
That's
to
exactly
get.
what they're doing.
Looking at everything kind of stacked up, kind of quick counting as well. So
DeWert in the backfield again, alongside Carter Hill, the quarterback. Hill's going to keep it this time, following DeWert. He's got a couple blocks and trips over somebody's foot. Falls down right at the 15-yard line. First down, Jays.
looks like Warrenton's going to get a timeout here.
Yes,
going to get things kind of fixed up in a hurry.
That's a good timeout to take.
It is, yes.
All right, let's go to a quick commercial break. Before you hit the road to the big game, make sure you're driving something you love. Gastorf Chevrolet has you covered. For over 28 years, the Gastorf family's been serving Warren, Lincoln, Montgomery, and St. Charles County with honest deals and hometown service. We're not just another dealership, we're the Gastorfs. And the Gastorfs are in the shop full-time, working directly with you on sales, service, and body shop needs. No gimmicks, no hidden fees, just fair prices and a relaxed, friendly environment. From Truesdale to Wentzville, folks drive in for the Gastorf experience. Shop online, swing by for a test drive, and see we're built for all seasons, winter, spring, summer, and fall. Gastorf Chevrolet, where relationships matter and the customer always wins. Gastorf Chevrolet, driven by family, trusted by yours. Still 5-man front for the Big Red, looks like. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yep, still 5-man front. Hill shotgun with Gerling in the backfield. Big Red are blitzing from the outside. They run it to the left. And Gerling's going to be brought down.
They gave him the touchdown.
They gave him the touchdown.
They gave it to him. Boy, he looked
I'd like
short.
to see, he was down again, I thought.
Okay, looks like the side judge.
I think they're going to give him the touchdown.
Okay.
Are they spotting it? They're going for the extra point.
Yeah, extra point, yep.
A 12-yard touchdown.
Well, it looked like I thought the side judge was coming in and going to take that away too, but
I saw the same thing.
His knee sure hit the ground before he got in.
All right, on to do the kicking is Jack Henderson. Warrington gets a little excited, steps across the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, last few plays what I saw Washington doing is they're going to the weak side of the field, so keeping to that. So they're getting the numbers on Warrenton over there.
Still going for the extra point, not going for 2. Snap back, ball down. Kick us through.
Good.
The Jays score first.
Key to that, they took, good, that time.
All right. Warrenton's chance to flip the field here. Back to receive for the Warriors. It'll be Bradley Tucker and Isaiah Hernandez. Henderson still doing the kicking duties for the Jays. Kicks a squibber. Hernandez is going to field it, scoops it up about the 15. He's got a little running room, gets it up to the 31-yard line. Nice job running by Isaiah Hernandez.
Yeah, it was. Did a nice job fielding the squib kick. Bounced right up to him, picked up some good yardage. Good field position. Now that Warrington's just got to respond. Yes, they are. Yes, they are.
Quarterbacking for the Warrington, the Big Red, it's going to be Christian Blondin. Christian had a good game last week, scored a touchdown. Rushed for 43 yards, had a 3.1-yard average. Handoff this time to Jones, but flagged before the play could even get started.
Yeah. Usually if they blow the whistle, it should have been a procedure call against Warrington, but I don't know. That's offsides against Washington. Okay.
That must have been lined up in the neutral zone.
Yeah, must have, yeah.
All right, 1st and 5. Javon Jones lines up in the backfield behind Blondin. Hand off to Blondin. To Jones. He goes over the left side. He's got enough for Warrington. First down, but there's a late flag.
Got a late flag coming in there.
He ran for 7.
Usually that's the area of a holding right there. Washington that time ran a 6-man front. Okay, he waved it off.
Hand off to Jones. He goes over the left side again. Puts his shoulder down and runs through a couple tacklers. He's got 15 yards and another Warrington first down. Javon didn't get a lot of time in the backfield last week, but he's got off to a great start.
He is tonight. That's right. Yeah, Washington's running a 6-man front, so what Warrington's doing is just trying to get outside of that. They're not going to run up the middle, so getting to the outside and let the big boy roll.
Last week, Javon had 5 rushes, 32 yards, 6.4-yard average, which is great.
Yes.
And 1 TD. He seems to be the starting tailback tonight. This time Blondin's going to keep it following Jones over the right side. He slips 1 tackle. Flag goes down, breaks another tackle, and he's brought down by 3 tacklers. Camden Dewart on the tackle there, but I think that one's going to come back. I saw
yes, it is. Yes, it was going to be a hold. Signal.
All right, so it's going to be 1st and 20 now for Blondin and the Warriors. Hand off to Jones. He goes up the middle this time. Little gain on the play. Ben Galinas on the tackle for the Jays.
It's a good little pickup right there. Be a decent time for a play action pass here since they've been coming up and expecting the run.
Javon got about 5 yards on that one, so it makes it 2nd and 15. Good trotting up the middle. Tailbacks down, Bradley Tucker.
There it
Play
is.
action pass. His coach called. Blondin goes over to the left
Got
side.
him.
He's got a receiver.
Oh.
Just overthrows him a little bit.
Woo.
Forrest had beaten the cornerback on that play.
It's a good call. That's close. That was close.
That brings up 3rd and 15. Tucker out, 3 receivers to the left of the formation. Blondin's looking left, throws to the left. He's got 2 receivers. That's Caleb Block with the reception, catches it, gets the ball up to the 35-yard line of the Jays. That'll bring up a 4th and about a long 7.
Yep, about 4th and 7. Good play. There wasn't a Washington defender. He had 2 receivers over there.
I know.
And there was not a Washington defender in the area, so he had his pick who he wanted to throw to. Okay, looks like Javon's still staying out right now, trying to catch his breath, I imagine.
1 receiver on each side of the formation. Tucker in the backfield. No, Hernandez in the backfield. Blondin back to pass. He's got lots of time. Now he's flushed. Slips the tackle. Goes over the left side. Throws it.
Steps up.
And into the end zone, and the defender knocks it down. I think he was across the line of scrimmage when he threw it, but I don't know if the referee threw a flag or not.
I think he might have let that one go.
So 1:17 left to go in the first quarter. Washington has the lead 7-0. They're going to take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line. The Warriors had a 6-play drive, had a little bit going there until that penalty.
Yeah, they did. Yep. And that kind of halted their drive right there. Just one of those untimely ones. But they know what they can do. They can run the football effectively. They can pass it. Receivers have been, open. So.
And when Coach Coper also had a chance to make some changes on defense here.
Correct.
Which we've got a couple first downs. Time to talk to the defense a little bit. Let's see what kind of adjustments they make here. Hill in the shotgun formation. Hands off to Dewart. Up the middle. Gain of 3 before he's tackled there by Mincher and Owen Wright, excuse me.
Yeah, looks like at first play, Warrington come out more of a 3-4 defense, so they backing off just a little bit, maybe to let those linebackers be able to scrape a little bit more freely.
Jays break the huddle, 2nd and 7. Less than a minute to go in the first quarter. Jumbo formation and shotgun. Hand off to Dewart. He's going to go up the middle again. He's tackled right at the line of scrimmage, but falls forward for about a gain of 2. Jones and Owen Wright on the tackle again. Let's see if they run another play or they're happy to let the quarter run out.
Yeah, they're just going to sit on it. Sit on it, let the quarter go.
So after 1 here at David Huff Memorial Field, it's Washington 7, Warrington 0. Oh, I was, but about now. Okay. We got the. So you're on 1 and 3 now, or 1 and 2? Okay. That's much better. Oh. Sorry about that, folks. We had a little technical difficulties. I think we got it straightened out. Jays run over the right side. Big hit from
That's going to come back.
Lopez.
That's a hold against Washington, so that'll come back.
Calling it going both ways now. So their third down run going to be called back. He was close for the first down, but it's going to be called back, it looks like, for a holding.
Yeah, somebody had a handful of jersey on that last play. So
you are correct, Coach. So it's going to bring up third and about 14. Ball spotted at the 31-yard line. Girling in the backfield with Hill at quarterback. Still a jumbo package for the Jays. Hill's going to keep it, and he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage. Falls forward for about a yard or two. That's Taylor Anderson on the tackle. Mincher in there as well.
that's a good series for the Warrington defense that time.
Big stop. Into punt for the Jays is Brody Mitchum, senior kicker, averages 32 yards a kick. It looks like Bradley Tucker is back to receive for the Big Red. He's going to stand at the 30-yard line. Gets a high booming kick. Tucker lets it bounce at the 35. It takes a J bounce all the way up inside the 20. So good job flipping the field from the Jays there.
Yep.
Spotted at the 18, it looks like. 11 minutes to go in the first half. Tucker at running back in game now behind Blondin. Two receivers to the left of the formation. Tucker gets the handoff, goes over the right side. He's got room to run.
Yes, he does.
He slips a tackle, got enough for a first down, does a little shake and bake, and gets 3 or 4 more yards.
Good call. Good call. Good run.
Explosive play there from the Warriors.
Well, there again, it looks like, Washington's got 8 men in the box, so you're going to go get to the outside. So Warrington's found a little something there. Just got to keep it rolling. Avoid the mistakes.
Hand off to Tucker. He goes up the middle. He's got another big hole. Good blocking up front from the Warriors. Jack Morris and Markel Green. Gain of 5 on first down.
Yep, nice little trap play that time.
Forrest comes in motion across the line of scrimmage, hand off to Tucker. Slow developing play. Tucker breaks one tackle in the backfield and gets up to the line of scrimmage. No gain in the play. Breaks it 3rd and 5 still.
Yeah, time Warrington tried to fake the jet sweep and got a little trap in there. Washington did a nice job of defending that.
London hands off to Tucker. He's going to go over the right side again. He hits the hole hard, and he's going to be brought down about a yard short of the first down. Coach Coper's got a choice, and he hurries the team to the line of scrimmage.
You bet. Yep, you got to go for it.
Tucker's still the running back. Blonded under center this time. He's going to sneak it. And he breaks a tackle at the line of scrimmage, breaks 2 tackles, fights for about 3 or 4 yards, and that's a Warrior first down. That's the play last week. Remember they kept on getting the offside?
That's right. Yes, they did.
Illegal procedures.
I think they probably worked on that play a few times this week. What do you think?
That's probably the first thing they did in practice. So good to see they got it under control. That looked good there.
Yeah, it did.
Warriors 1st and 10 at the 46. 2 receivers to the left of the formation. Blondin hands off to Tucker. Trap play. He's got room to run. He's got a first down. Forrest is out in front blocking for him. He cuts it back. Brought down at the 25-yard line. Gained of 30 on the play. An electrifying run there from Bradley Tucker. Sophomore ran for 44 yards, 5.5-yard average last week.
Yep, that was a nice job by the offensive line that time. Gave him a nice little hole to get through. And he's really reading the field well this week.
Yeah, good vision there.
He did, yep.
Good job, patience, waiting for Forrest to make the block downfield and everything. Tucker gets the ball again. No, Blondin
keeps it.
Fake. Keeps it over the right side. He's got about 7 or 8. Nice fake.
Yes, it was.
Defense about on it, and so did the announcer.
Well, it's nice to have a weapon at quarterback that can run the ball, and Christian broke off a couple long runs, last week, that helped Warrington out, bailed him out, good field position at times.
Cameron Smith was a tackle for the Jays with that one. 2nd and 1 for the Big Red here. Opens up the playbook for a lot of different options on 2nd and 1. Jumbo package at the line of scrimmage for the Big Red this time. And they're going to give it to Hernandez. He's met in the backfield on a blitz. He's going to lose about 3 or 4 yards. Jays were blitzing at the, between the guards and tackle on that one. It's like a loss of about 4 on the play. Brings up about loss of 3, 3rd and 4. Two receivers out to the left side. Jumbo line of scrimmage, or jumbo package at the line of scrimmage for the Big Red. Blondin's looking to pass. He's looking left. Throws deep into the corner for Forrest and just over his fingertips. A diving attempt. There is a flag down in the backfield in the area of holding. Initial signal is against Warrington. See if Washington chooses to accept or decline the penalty. Once again, Diedrich Forrest had gotten past the defender on defense. Gave a great effort diving for the pass.
Yeah, he did. Yep.
But just over his fingertips.
Yeah. Just got to get a little bit more air underneath the ball just a little bit. And to tell you what, I never played quarterback, but I'm sure if you see somebody that wide open, that adrenaline gets going, you're going to overshoot it every once in a while. Sir. So, it happens. He's definitely got the arms. He'll get there.
Yes, sir. He's got a great arm. So that's going to bring up 3rd and 15 now for the Big Red. Ball spotted at the 30 again. And we're going to have a Warrington timeout once again. We'll give you another quick commercial break here. Looking for your dream home or the perfect rental? Discover it with Hunter's Sake Investments. From charming townhomes to spacious single-family homes, we offer quality living in Warren and Montgomery County. Need commercial space? We've got retail and warehouse options in Jonesburg, plus the Jonesburg Party Center. Ideal for showers, graduations, and more. Family-owned, locally rooted, and built on trust. We treat your home like our own. Call Hunter's Sake Investments, and let's build your future together. Hunter's Sake Investments, where Missouri finds homes. All right, back to the play on the field. After the timeout by Warrington, trailing 7-0 here. They've got a 3rd and 15, ball spotted on the Jays' 30-yard line. Blondin in shotgun formation. Hernandez comes split out to the left. 3 receivers to the left, 2 to the right. Blondin rolls left. He's under pressure, and he's going to be sacked in the backfield. Kind of got him up high on the helmet. Surprised there wasn't a little face mask or anything there, but he gets tackled right about the 38-yard line. 4th and a long, long way for the Warrington now. They've got to get all the way down to the 18, so we're going to call that 30, actually the 17, 31 yards here.
31 yards, yeah. Not a lot of those in your playbook a lot of times, 4th and 31.
Right.
But
last week we saw Christian Blondin do a little quarterback punt.
Quick kick, yes.
See if we do that here, if Coach Coper's going to go for it. Well, Blondin's back to pass.
Go for it.
He's flushed out of the pocket, rolls right, under pressure, completes the pass, cuts back to the left, the center. He's going to be close to the first down.
Oh, I don't know.
I think he'll be marked a yard short.
Yes, he is. Oh,
Great
my
effort
goodness.
by Vanpool. Scott
Yes,
Vanpool on the reception. That's a 30-yard pass reception, and it's going to just be a long 30-yard punt. What it's going to be. But great effort from Blondin to keep the play alive, and Vanpool really tried to get the first down. The sophomore knew he needed to get a couple more yards and did everything he could, but just couldn't quite get it done. Ball spotted at the 18-yard line. 5:20 left to go in the first half. Jays have the lead and they have the ball. They go jumbo formation, heavy on the left side. Fumble back there over the quarterback. Wisely, the quarterback dies on it, but it falls on it right about the 6-yard line. It's going to be a loss of 12 on the play.
Little break that Warrington needed right there.
It was a good break for Warrington, but kind of a good break if the ball didn't take a bad bounce and go into the end zone or something like that. It just kind of died. So the Jays were fortunate as well. Hand off to Dewart. He goes over the right tackle. Gain of a couple on the play.
Yeah, Washington doesn't seem to be the type of team that wants to pass the football tonight, that's for sure. You know, I think they've had one attempt, I believe, all night tonight.
Yep.
Maybe.
Hayden Johnson with a tackle there for the Big Red.
But, you know, the Warriors secondary can't get caught napping in case they do a little play action here.
3rd and very long for the Jays. They're going to do a quarterback draw. Tripped up in the backfield there by Owen Wright. Quarterback falls forward for a gain of a couple. 4th and about 15 for the Jays. Ball spotted at the 12-yard line. They're content to run a little clock here. 3:30 and counting.
Like they may let this run down and call a timeout.
I think you're right. I don't see Henderson on the field.
No. This should give Warrington some pretty good field position. You know, the main thing you got to do here is just make sure that you field the punt.
Yes, sir. All right, we'll do a quick commercial. On game day, it's all about teamwork, trust, and heart. At Main Street Real Estate, we bring that same spirit to every home journey. Whether you're buying, selling, or just exploring your options, our hometown team is with you every step of the way. We believe real estate isn't just a transaction, it's a life-changing experience. That's why we stay in constant communication, deliver expert guidance, and work relentlessly to help you reach your goals. Main Street Real Estate, your home team from game day to closing day, proudly supporting Warrington athletics and our community. All right, it's a second 3 and out for the Jays. Warrington's defense has picked it up. Jays scored on their first opening drive. Henderson back in his own end zone to do the punting. Tucker at the 50 to receive it for the Big Red. Henderson kicks a high one. It's a short one again. It's going to land about the 45 and kick forward. It's going to stop just inside the Big Red 45. They're going to start 1st and 10 at their 44.
Okay, not a bad punt by that young man. He did his job.
Yes, sir.
All right, she got plenty of time. Warrington's got, 2 timeouts still, or 1 timeout yet left? Okay, yep, got plenty of time.
2:59. That's plenty of time to score. They just got to go 54 yards. 56 yards.
And they don't need it all in one play. I think they'll continue to get to the edge, especially to the right-hand side. That's where they really had a lot of success.
Yeah, I think they had a lot of success over on the right side. You're right. They sent triple receivers to the right. Handoff to Tucker. He goes up the middle. Met at the line of scrimmage. Tackled by Jack Hackman for the Jays. He's their leading tackler coming into the game with 6. Brody Reel breaks the formation to the left side, joined by Forrest. Tucker in the backfield with Blondin. Blondin back to pass. Looks right, throws right, completes it to Scott Vanpool. He's got enough for a Warrington first down. Gets out of bounds to stop the clock.
Just a good job of pitch and catch that time.
Vanpool.
Yeah. Pretty impressed, that young kid. He made some good catches last week as well, so he's come up big for him.
Good-looking sophomore.
Yes, he is.
Blondin had a good, throw on that too.
Yes, he did.
Out there,
it was
ball really got out there.
Yes, he did. Yep, just a little simple out route. Take what they give you.
1st and 10 for the Big Red in the Jays territory at the 45. Real Vanpool over on the left side. Blondin's looking over to the left, flushed out of the pocket, throws across his body, completes it to Forrest, who catches it close to the first down.
He's going to be about 2 yards short.
Tackled by the Jays, Lane Gerling. Warrington hustles to the line of scrimmage, 2nd and short. Blondin looking to pass again. He just throws it out of bounds to kill the clock. Had good coverage on Forrest that time. That'll bring up 3rd and about a yard and a half.
I'd look for a run play this time. Just go ahead and get your first down out of this. It's going to stop the clock momentarily, get the boys back on the ball, have your next play ready to roll.
Blondin's going to keep it up the middle. Washington wasn't fooled. They met him. I don't think he's going to get there
No.
for this one.
Well, they loaded up the middle again that time.
They did. Camden Dewart, the linebacker, senior linebacker, makes the stop. No gain on the play. 4th and short. 1:30 on the clock. This time Javon Jones joins Blondin in the backfield. Triple receivers to the right. Blondin's going to pass. Looks right, throws right, completes it for a first down. And much more.
He's going to get in there.
He's going to take it into
yes,
the
he
house.
Is. All right.
Dedrick Forrest, ladies and gentlemen. A 38-yard pass completion for a touchdown. Blondin to Forrest. Christian Blondin to Dedrick Forrest. What a tremendous job by the Big Red. I say what, Forrest did a good job. He wanted the end zone.
He did. That was a great run after the catch.
On to do the extra point duties and tie the game up. Jacob Kinney made all of his extra points last week. 1 field goal to boot. This one looks like it might have been tipped at the line, but it gets over anyhow.
Got through there.
We're all tied up, ladies and gentlemen. Big Red did a great job scoring in about 2 minutes they scored. Got a tie ball game, going to halftime and talk it over and get the momentum going for us.
Absolutely, yep. Come back and make some adjustments. They've done a good job making the adjustments defensively now. Washington's had a couple of 3-and-outs.
Yes.
Warrington gets the ball back, in the second half. They're going to come back and I'm sure try to run that ball, a little bit more effectively, but they found some stuff in their short passing game as well.
That's right.
That last play, it's a 7 to 8 yard pass that turned into a 38-yard touchdown. So
I'll tell you what, it really showed me a lot from their trust in Blondin as quarterback.
Correct.
To throw for 4th and 1 and throw for it. They've got a lot of trust in the young quarterback. That's awesome. All right, Jacob Kinney in his green shoes on to do the kickoff duties. Kinney averages 44 yards so far in the season. Goes down to about the 15 where the up back takes it. Looks like it might be Dewart. He breaks the tackle. He gets all the way up to the 42. He's tackled submarine style by the kicker, Jake Kinney, who also is a linebacker. It's kind of a...
No, yes, it's nice to have a linebacker sitting back there.
You're not afraid to hit somebody.
That's right. A lot of times I might have had a soccer player sitting back there. Sometimes that wasn't very pretty. So,
all right, so Washington under a minute to go here in the first half of the game. Tide's going to start 1st and 10 at their 42. Be interested to see if they try to throw it or just be happy to the score as it is. You spoke earlier before the game, Coach, how they got the lead against Union last week and
right.
Didn't score in the second half.
Correct.
Hand off to the up back. And that's Gerling. He gets about 7 or 8. They got it up to midfield. Got it in a position where they could throw a Hail Mary if they need to. 2nd and 2 here.
Yeah, I'm not sure what kind of arm this young kid has out there for Washington.
Well, about 30 seconds. Quarterback's watching the clock. Maybe they'll try to run one more. He's going to keep it himself. Hill goes over the left side.
He's going to try to get the first down.
First down. That'll stop the clock. Gets down right about the 46. And I hear a whistle. Somebody's going to call a timeout. That's going to be
I think Washington called a timeout that time.
21 seconds left to go. Got time to run one more, you think, before you try a Hail Mary?
I think he may try to get something, to maybe get a field goal position. It looks like they have a decent kicker. He's got 1 field goal under his belt.
Yes.
They'll design.
You throw it deep, they might get a personal foul or a foul.
Pass interference call. Yep, absolutely.
Like a lot of things can happen. Washington's still on the attack. We're going to put a little more time on the clock. They bump it up to 26
seconds, yep.
Jays have one more timeout.
Right.
So does Warrington. Gerling in the backfield with Hill at quarterback. Shotgun formation for the Jays. They've got receivers split out on both sides of the formation. And they tilt the line heavy to the left side. See if they don't run the ball left, maybe.
You try to do that, or look something on this back side here. He's got the one-on-one matchup here.
Oh, yeah. You're right.
See if he tries to run
Hill gives it to Gerling over the left side. Slips one tackle, gets about 5 yards. Tackle by Diedrich Forrest, who just scored a touchdown earlier for the Warrington. He's playing both sides of the line of scrimmage tonight. 10 seconds and counting. Let's see if they spike it or if they're going to go deep. He's going to run it over the left side. Tackled in the backfield. Great open field tackle by Javon Jones. There was a flag on a play that stops the clock with 2 seconds.
All right, going to be a hold, I would imagine.
I think it's against the Jays. And with time running out, they're going to take the penalty. They'll make it 2nd and 10.
Now, if you're going to pass it, now is it going to be your Hail Mary times?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. See if the Jays take a shot. Half can't end on a defensive penalty. They've been a jumbo formation on the line of scrimmage. We'll see if they change anything. I think the coach is going to take his last time out after the play clock runs out and talk it over here. No, they're going to let the clock run out. They did let the clock run
yes,
out.
they did. I'll be darned. Well, you can I've seen sometimes bad things happen at the end of the half when you try to go for a touchdown. Sometimes you throw an interception and you don't make the play, on that. So I think, Coach Klein's going to, call it conservatively. So take his troops in, be happy with a 7-7 tie at halftime.
All right, it's all tied up here. Warrington 7-7. Coming out of the halftime, it'll be Warrington's ball. They deferred in the first half, so they get the ball to start the second half. We'll be back in just a few.
The dreams we have for post-high school life and the inevitable tug we feel as adults to return to the place that shaped us. Tonight, the Warriors will feature the Warrington Fight Song and John Denver's Leading on a Jet Plane. The band is under the direction of Tessa Friedman and Ethan Kaufman with color guard coordinator Ashley Burke. The marching Warriors are led on the field by drum majors Thomas Roman, Rylan Art, Cody Waymeyer, and Colin Smith. Drum majors, is the band ready? You may take the field, marching Warriors. Join us in October as the Marching Warriors continue their love letter to their hometown. How about another night for the Marching Warriors and Color Guard?
On the field, it's all about strategy, precision, and execution. Off the field, the same rules apply. At Servant Heating and Air Conditioning, we bring our A game to every home and business with custom solutions, expert installs, and a reputation for getting it right the first time. We're your home field advantage for year-round comfort. Trusted across Warren County, we've got you covered, home, business, or new construction. Servant Heating and Air Conditioning, where comfort wins every time. Need a roof that's built to last? Call the name Missouri Trust, Mike Brown Construction. With 25 years of experience, we deliver top-quality roofing backed by professional service and premium materials. From quick repairs to full installations, we treat every job like it's our own home. Why? Because we're not just contractors, we're your neighbors. And at Mike Brown Construction, your satisfaction is our success. So when it's time to raise the roof, raise your expectations. Call Mike Brown Construction, where quality meets integrity. All right, we're moments away from the second half kickoff where Warrington will receive the kickoff. They deferred in the first half. Let's give you a quick recap of the scoring. It's tied 7-7 here at halftime. Washington opened up. They got the opening kickoff and took a 15-play, 80-yard drive. Mostly, it was all on the ground. They tried one pass, but everything else was on the ground. And it was capped off by a 12-yard touchdown run by Lane Gerling, the senior running back for the Jays. He ran it in 12 yards over on the left side of the line of scrimmage. And then Warrenton did not score until their last possession of the first half. They started on their own 44-yard line with 2:59 left to go in the game and took a 5-play drive. It was 4th and 1 when Christian Blondin connected a pass to Diedrich Forrest for a 38-yard touchdown pass. And that concluded the scoring in the first half. And we're just moments away from the second half kickoff, and we'll be back in a few. Henderson ready to kick off for the Jays. Tucker and Hernandez back to receive for the Big Red. Second half is ready to get underway. Squib kick. Hernandez feels it nicely, takes a nice little bounce into his hands. He's up to the 25 where he's met. Bowen Best on the tackle for the Jays.
That was a good hit by that young man.
Yeah, he launched himself, didn't he?
He did.
Warrington's going to start 1st and 10 at their 26. Let's see, Javon Jones in the back in the huddle there. He's going to start the second half. Seems to be a problem with something. Both teams are taken to the sidelines. I think there's a problem with the drone, maybe.
Okay. Yeah, they can only be in so much limited airspace, I believe.
They're pointing to the sky back there and saying...
Unless they saw lightning.
Yeah. Yep, that's the call.
Yep. Okay, yep.
Back up the drone. Welcome to 2025. Didn't have that problem 40 years ago.
No, no, I don't think we ever ran into that. So.
All right. Airspace is under control here at Warrington David Huff Memorial Field. And we're ready to begin the second half once again. Mincher's in the backfield, too, with Javon Jones. Warrington's got their big crew out there kind of meeting Jays where they were in the first half. The big boys up front. Blondin's going to pass, so he rolls out to his left, throws it deep to Forrest. Forrest comes back, catches it. He's got it caught at the 46-yard line.
All right, good pass play. That's why to open it up.
Kind of tricked him there. Cameron Smith on the tackle, because they come out with a jumbo formation, throw it deep. They're going to spot it at the 47. About another 31-yard pass. Hand off to Jones over the right side. He's got room to rumble.
Yes, he does.
He's got a first down, and he's got a lot more. He hits the afterburners. Bam! He runs over a defender into the end zone. A 47-yard rumbling touchdown for Javon Jones.
Got some pretty good speed for a big man, doesn't he?
When he hit the afterburners, he put it in a different gear.
Yes, he did. Yes, he did. Good play call. Good run.
Well, that's a quick score. We haven't had one of those yet. Kenny on to try the point after attempt to give the Big Red a 14-7 lead. Snap back. Good hold. Snacks up. Vanpool with the hold. Wasn't the best snap, but Vanpool got it and put it down nicely. Well, just like that, 2 plays into the second half, and your Big Red have recaptured the lead.
That'll swing the momentum quite a bit right there. That's for sure. Good play call in the first call of the half.
It was, got the jumbo package in there. Looks like they're going to run heavy, big. Everybody's loading up inside, and 31-yard completion from Blondin to Forrest, and then a 47-yard touchdown run, Javon Jones. Ran over a couple tacklers, and then he just
he did.
hit the afterburners and found one more tackler to run over. That was Derrick Henry-like.
Yes, it was.
All right, Kenny on to do the kicking duties. Gerling and Best back to receive for the Jays. Momentum's wearing a red jersey right now. Squib kick up to the front man. He picks it pops right into his chest, falls on it at the 49-yard line. Falling on that for the Jays, number 33, Shamad Henry.
Well, trying to catch Washington off guard there, maybe pick up a fumble right there and build some more momentum.
We've got very good field position now to start the third quarter, their first possession. Quarterback's going to keep it over the right side. Tackled there, gain of a couple. That was Drake Brandiff on the tackle. Second and 7, gain of 3 on the play.
Yeah, time Washington went to the short side of the field again. So if they continue to do that or come back to the wide side this time.
Kimmenaugh in the backfield. Hand off to Kimmenaugh. He goes up the middle, runs over a tackler. And he's still on his feet, grinding for a couple more. He's going to have enough for a first down. Hayden Johnson on the tackle for the Big Red. They're in Warrington territory at the 40-yard line. Caleb Kimmenaugh still in the backfield for the Jays. One receiver to the top of the formation. They've got the jumbos in at the line of scrimmage again. Quarterback's going to keep it. And he's met at the line in the backfield, falls down towards the line of scrimmage. Javon Jones got him in the backfield.
Yeah, did a nice job that time.
Good penetration by Javon.
Yep, fought off the blocker. Made a good play.
Taylor Anderson's in there playing into that on that play as well. All right, they break the huddle in a true jumbo formation. No wideouts at all. Heavy on the left side. Quarterback keeps it up the middle. Boom.
Nice
Big Red are ready for that.
Yes, they
Owen
were.
Wright and a blitzing Eli Schneider.
Yep, they've gone away from that jumbo set quite a bit tonight. So I think Coach Jeske kind of coached them up during halftime, said, look for that.
They've handled it well here on this down. 3rd and 11 coming up for the Jays. They bring in the big halfback Camden Dewart. Staying in the jumbo formation. Heavy on the right side this time. They run right. Quarterback keeper. He's going to get about 5 or 6 on the play. Tackled by Markel Green for the Big Red. That brings up 4th and 6. Ball spotted at the 35-yard line.
That time they matched a lot of bodies on that side.
Dewart still in the backfield. He's all set. Heavy on the right side once again. Quarterback follows Dewart. Cuts it back up the middle. He's got it to the 30-yard line.
I think they may mark him short.
It's going to be real close.
Yes,
Depends whether it's a right foot or left foot. It's a right foot.
Okay, they gave him, yep.
I would have liked to see him bring the chains out on that one. I don't think it was that easy to see, especially where they're spotting it.
Right, exactly.
Ball's at the 30, though. 1st and 10 for the Jays. Coach Klein keeping the ball on the ground here.
I think if memory serves, just one pass attempt still yet this whole game, correct, by
That's
Washington?
Correct, yes,
okay.
Sir. Gerling in the backfield now behind Hill. Gerling goes in motion. Hill by himself. He fakes going right, goes up the middle, and a blitzing linebacker, Jake Mincher, gets him in the backfield. I was wondering if Coach Coper was going to start doing a little bit of blitzing.
Exactly.
He really didn't blitz a lot in the first half.
No, did not. Well, they were trying to load the front up, quite a bit. So they were putting 5, sometimes 6 men on the line of scrimmage and didn't bring the backers. Now it looks like they're running more of a four-man front, and that kind of frees these backers up a little bit.
Jacob Berg split out left for the Jays. Hill's going to hand. Nope, he's going to keep it. No, he did hand it off. Up the middle. Gain of a couple on the play. Logan Nichols in on the tackle for the Big Red. Brings up 3rd and 9. Stewart, San Miguel, quarterback under center. Hand off to San Miguel. He spins off a block. Met in the backfield. Might have lost a yard.
Good play. Good play.
Really fighting through those blocks now with the Big Red. Javon Jones led the way.
Yep, last 3 plays, Warrenton's kind of taking over the line of scrimmage that time.
Jamarian Fulton sneaking up there from his free safety position. That brings up 4th and 10. This time the Jays come out and receivers on both sides of the formation. Hill's going to roll to his left, looks to pass, throws it. The lefty has a receiver who ball falls in and out of his hands. Warrenton's going to take over 1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line. Good coverage there. Ball was thrown well, though.
Yes, it was.
Hit him in the hands.
Hit him right in the hands. A great effort.
He had a good chance to catch it.
Yes, he did.
Good throw from Hill. He was 3 for 4 last week against Union. .536 left to go in the third quarter. Warrington has the ball on their own 30. Tucker in the backfield. 2 receivers to the right side of the formation. Blondin gets a snap, hands off to Tucker. Goes over the right guard tackle area and gets close to a first down. Really hit the hole with a burst of speed.
He did.
Used his eyes to find the hole, then just hit it.
It is, yep, exactly. Showing a little bit of patience, more than what he did last week. Last week they were just kind of getting up in the hole real quick. Now just kind of settling, looking, see the field, and find the hole and go.
Yes, sir.
Get behind the big boys. They'll do their job.
Gain of 10 on the play. Same formation for the Big Red. Tucker's met in the backfield, going to lose a yard maybe on that one. Jay Parker on the tackle there. Looks like they marked him about a yard short. Be 2nd and 11. Isaiah Hernandez checks in, but he splits out wide to the right side. Blondin in the backfield by himself at quarterback. Snap back to Blondin, takes a couple steps back, looking to throw right. Completes it in the flat, to Vanpool. He's knocked out of bounds, gain of about 4 on the play. Good passing catch there.
Yes, it is. Yep. Nice, easy 4-yard pickup.
Makes it 3rd and 6 for the Big Red. Hernandez split out to the right with a couple other receivers. Blondin in the backfield by himself. Snap back. Pressure coming, rolls out. Throws it. Oh, and just over the outstretched fingers there of a diving receiver. Intended for Forrest. Diedrich laid out for it, but just couldn't quite get his fingers on it. Makes it 4th and 6 down for Warrington.
I have a feeling they'll go for it.
Offense stays on the field. Triple receivers to the left. Tight end Brandiff also on the left side.
Okay, so tight end's going to be eligible. He's not covered up.
Blondin back to pass. Got an open receiver. And this kind of comes up short. Intended for Vanpool.
I think that time Christian expected him to keep on coming on his route, and looks like he might have got hung up a little bit.
All right, that's going to be a turnover on downs. Washington's going to take over 1st and 10 at their 44-yard, at the Warrington 44-yard line. With 4:20 left to go here in the third quarter. Jays trail by 7. Warrington scored on their first possession. Jumbo formation, Carter Hill, quarterback under center this time. 2 running backs in the backfield. Handoff to Dewart. He's met at the line of scrimmage. Pulls forward for about 2 or 3. Mincher on the tackle.
He's a pretty good hard running back right there. He lowers his shoulders, drives his legs.
He really is. Gain of 3 on the play. Jays stay in the same formation. Jumbo line, quarterback under center, 2 running backs in the backfield. Quarterback keeps it, fakes the handoff, met immediately, falls forward for about a yard.
It's good discipline up front by the Warriors.
They stayed low on that play.
Yes, they did.
Markel Green in on the tackle. Owen Wright as well. Jack Morris checks in for the Big Red. He'll be the nose tackle on this play. Well, actually, they're in a four-man line, so it'll be a defensive tackle on this play. Same formation, this time shotgun, though. Fumble! Quarterback has to fall on it. It's going to lose a yard on the play. Keegan Melgard there. He's always got a nose for the ball.
Yes, he does.
He saw that ball, and he went right after it. 4th and 8 now for the Jays. .2:30 on the clock here in the third quarter. The Big Red crowd is getting loud. Big key 4th down play coming up here. Fans are supporting their Warriors. Student section's rowdy. Shotgun formation, 2 receivers, 1 on each side of the formation. Hill hands it off. And the running back's got a first down and a little bit more.
Yes, he does.
Lane Gerling, nice run. Over the left side. He's going to be marked out of bounds about the 16.
I think Warrington may have been expecting pass that time and is sitting back just a little bit.
Camden Dewart in the backfield. Quarterback under center. Hand off to Dewart right up the middle. Runs over one tackler, then falls forward for another one. Javon Jones sliding down the line to get the tackle.
Yeah, that time Washington showed an unbalanced line that time. They overloaded the right side, so there's not a wide receiver to be seen on that formation. So back to 1980s football right there.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Shotgun formation. Hill hands off to Gurley. He goes over the left side where he had success last time, but this time he's met in the backfield and loses yards. Minter in on the tackle from his inside linebacker position. Makes it 3rd and 8. San Miguel and Dewart in the backfield. Shotgun formation. Looks like it went to San Miguel, and he's met in the backfield. Gain of 1 on the play. Good job by the defensive line standing tall there. That was Markel Green again leading the way.
I think they're just going to let the quarter go ahead and run out here.
4th and 7. Talk about it during the shifting of the field. After 3 quarters, Warrington leads Washington 14-7. Jay's got a little going on here. Big play coming up as we come back from commercial break. Champions aren't just made on the playing field or court. At the Missouri Bank, we bring the same spirit to your finances. Since 1939, the Missouri Bank has been the hometown MVP, serving Warren County and beyond with cutting-edge banking and old-school integrity. Our mission, to deliver honest service, loyal support, and a rock-solid defense of your financial future. Whether you're chasing business goals or saving for your next big win, we're here to help you score. The Missouri Bank, rooted in community, ready for tomorrow. The quarter change. 4th and 7 for the Jays. They're in shotgun formation. Girling in the backfield. Warrenton's looking like they're going to blitz. They're rolling to the left with the quarterback Hill. He fights off one tackle from Forrest, but 2 other big red players there to drive him out of bounds. Drake, Brandiff, and Javon Jones. Jones has gone sideline to sidelines defensively tonight.
Yes, he has, yeah. He's had himself a good ball game, both sides of the ball.
Yes, sir. So Warrenton's going to take over 1st and 10 at their 15-yard line. The Warriors break the huddle with 2 running backs in the backfield. Looks like it's going to be Mincher and Javon Jones. They go in jumble package here. Blondin's going to keep it over the left side. Great block from Jones. Blondin follows that hole up the middle. Gets right back to the line of scrimmage, it looks like.
Yeah, he made it. Yeah, trying to get behind the 2 big boys that time. Washington did a pretty good job sniffing that one out.
San Miguel at the tackle for the Jays. He comes out of the game after that tackle. Warrington makes a couple offensive substitutions of their own. Vanpool splits out to the right. Handoff up the middle. Gain of a couple on the play. Could tell if that was Hernandez or Tucker. Tucker on the carry.
Tucker, I think, on the play, yeah.
3rd and 9. Jay's defense is standing strong in this series. Diedrich Forrest comes into the game. He's got a couple catches tonight. Two receivers to the right of the formation. Blondin back to pass. Rolls right. Forrest is open deep. He gets past the defense. He's got the ball at the 40, the 50. Cuts it back. He breaks the tackle. He's looking at the right, but there's a guy coming from his left. He's down to the 15, to the 10.
Nicely done.
Talk about flipping the field.
That's a good job by Blondin that time and just buying time, letting his receivers do some work, get open. Diedrich did a nice job getting behind the defense.
That was a 75-yard pass completion from Chase Blondin to Diedrich Forrest, their third connection today. And it looks like somebody might be cramping up on the field.
I think it's Forrest, after that long run,
He ran a long way, and he's playing both sides of the ball.
Yes, he did. So them old calves are starting to cramp up a little bit, even on a cool night like tonight.
That was a great run by Diedrich. I wonder if he's cramping up. That's why he kind of slowed down at the end there.
I think so.
Yeah.
Did a lot of moves. That's 2 long runs that young man's had tonight after the catch.
So Diedrich's got a 38-yard touchdown pass. He's got a 75-yard reception and a 31-yard reception.
I think he's another one. He's another one. We got a name, I think he's good. Yeah, them old cramps can get you, but he's walking it off now. So, yeah.
All right, Diedrich's able to walk off the field. It's good news for him and the Warrior Nation. He got the ball all the way down to the 12-yard line. Tucker in the backfield as well as Mincher at fullback, lining up alongside Blondin. 1st and goal, they get a first down at the 2. Hand off to Tucker. He follows Mincher over the left side, using his speed, breaks the tackle, gets close to the first down.
Yes,
Great run.
Yes, it was. Yeah, nicely done. Just outran the defense that time, got to the sidelines, cut up.
He out-accelerated the defense on that one.
Yes, he did.
Got 8 yards on the carry. Brings up second and a long 2. Tucker's only a sophomore. He's really doing some good things back there. This time Mincher lines up to the right. Blondin follows him into the hole. Gets close. Drives down to about the 1 yard line. Looks like they might have enough for a first down. Yes, sir. He's got enough for the first down. First and goal now. .9:45 on the clock here in the fourth quarter. Warrenton's trying to extend their lead to a quick snap.
They gave it to him.
Was it Mincher?
Yep.
Was it Mincher on the carry?
Yes,
Looks like it was Jake Mincher on the carry. Jacob Kitty on to do the extra point duties, give the Warriors a 2-touchdown lead. No, they're going to go for 2 here.
Don't think they got set.
Makes me wonder if Kinney didn't get banged up somewhere along the way.
Could have, yeah.
On that tackle there, remember?
Right, yes. That's true.
Warriors still going for it. It's the 2-point conversion here. Ball spotted at the 7-yard line on the illegal procedure penalty, not getting set. Blondin shotgun formation, 2 receivers out to the right. That's Van Poel. Blondin's pass intended
got him.
for...
Off his hands.
There is a flag on the play.
Might have roughing the passer on that one. I'm not sure. Maybe an unsportsmanlike. Let's see.
Intended for Isaiah Hernandez, who was split out to the right side of the formation.
Okay, it's against Warrington, so holding.
Washington's going to decline the penalties, so that makes the lead 20-7 here with 9.5 minutes left to go in the game. Well, Washington's kept the ball on the ground all game not long. Now they're trailed by 13. We'll see if they open it up a little bit.
You'd think they'd have to at some point in time catch Warrington off guard. You know, they each possession this second half, they've come out, they picked up first downs, moved the ball pretty well, and then just kind of stalemate themselves.
Looks like it is a different kicker.
Yeah.
Squib kick. Off the receiver. Ball goes back to the 5, picks it up. Gets Gerhardt. He's tackled inside the 20. They're going to start 1st and 10 at the 18-yard line. 17?
About the 18, yeah.
18. This time they split out 2 receivers to the right. Still a jumbo line of scrimmage. Hill's going to keep it. He goes to the left side. And bam, he's met immediately.
Yes, he is, yeah. It's a good job by the linebacking core that time for Warrington. They stayed home.
That was Mincher on the tackle. He's had a good night tonight. Mincher and Jones have been all over the field making tackles. Same formation for the Jays. 2 receivers out to the right. Hill's going to roll out to the right, throws it. Receiver bobbles it, but catches it, brings it in. Gain of 2 or 3 on a play.
It's a tough throw for a quarterback moving to his right when you're a lefty.
Yes, sir.
So that
Go across your body like that?
Yeah, it is.
As you're running?
He made a nice throw. Receiver just didn't handle it cleanly at first. I don't think it would have got too awful much if he'd have caught it clean, but
step back to Hill. He fakes right, rolls left, looking for a receiver deep. He's hit as he throws. Ball goes out of bounds. Good hit there.
okay, they're going to bring on the punt team now. Good pass rush by Warrington that time.
That was Keegan Mellegard, the outside linebacker, putting pressure on the quarterback. Hit him right as he threw.
Did a nice job, yeah. That's his responsibility. You know, that quarterback rolls up. He's got to come and attack the quarterback, vacate his area.
So 3 and out possibly here for the Jays. They're in punt formation. Tucker back to receive. Mitchum's punt is off. It goes out of bounds over there on the Warrington sidelines. They're going to have great field position at the 40-yard line.
Yes, they are. Yep.
$7:55 left to go in the ball game. Warrington leads 20-7. Warrior Nation coming alive. Tucker in the backfield with Blondin. Hands off. Tucker goes over the left side, breaks 2 tackles. Close for another first down.
Yeah, he's done a really nice job running the football tonight.
You know, when he hits the hole, he kind of jump stops and waits and then jukes and finds that hole and then accelerates again.
He does, yep. Nice job on the left side of the line right there, also making a hole for him. So,
as Logan Nichols and Markel Green doing a great job.
Yes, they are.
2nd and 1, 9-yard carry from Tucker. Warrington sends triple receivers out to the right side of the formation. Single to the left. Tucker in the backfield behind Blondin. Handoff to Tucker up the middle. He slips 1 tackle, spins, and falls for a first down.
Good hard run.
That was Jay Parker on the tackle for the Jays. Not before Tucker could get a Warrington first down. It was like Warrington being a little more deliberate in the huddle.
Right, exactly. Just kind of running some time off the clock right now.
4 receivers to the right of the formation. Blondin in the backfield by himself at QB. He drops back to pass, fakes the flat, steps up in the pocket, has to get rid of it because of pressure, and pass falls incomplete. Jack Hackman with the pressure for the Jays on Blondin. Good job by Blondin not to lose any distance on getting set.
Yes, exactly. Good presence. Looks
like Coach is going to bring in the big boys. Mincher's checking back in. A couple of extra linemen. And Javon Jones in the backfield. Dedrick Forrest, good to see him back in at the wide receiver position for the Red. Hand off to Jones. Runs over 2-3 and carries 4 or 5 on his back.
Yes, he does. It's a big kid.
You know, playing both ways on the side of the ball tonight, and he's just still playing hard.
Yes, he is.
Ground and pound.
There's not many high school kids going to bring him down one-on-one, that's for sure.
You're right about that. 3rd and 5 now, about 3rd and 4 maybe. They keep Jones in the backfield. Mincher as well. Mincher does a great job blocking out of that fullback position. Hand off to Jones. They're going to go over the right side. Breaks one tackle. Another guy gets an ankle tackle on him, and a couple Jays jump on his back, but he's got a Warrington first down. Spotting the ball just inside the 15-yard line. Five and a half minutes left to play here. Hand off to Jones. He follows Mincher over the left side. He's got a hole. He gets into that hole in a hurry, and he traipses into the end zone. The big guy's got quickness, too.
Yes, he does. That's a heck of a combination right there.
That's Javon's second touchdown run of the day. And his 3rd of the season. Warrenton's going to go for 2 again. I'll tell you what, the big boys are just starting to wear down the Jays.
Yes, they are.
You can really tell.
Yeah, they are. Yeah, creating some big holes, letting the running backs get through there, doing their job.
And they tried the quick snap, sneak, tush push, if you will. I don't think they got set again.
No, they did not.
Had that problem last week. Worked it out the first time they ran the play, but this time, the last 2 times.
Well, I think what's happening is the offensive line's not getting set in time, so when ball's being snapped, some of them are going down in their set position, not getting themselves ready.
They take Mincher out. I think they bring in Van Poel. Oh, maybe Hernandez that they brought in. No, it is Van Poel. Van Poel and Forrest split out to the right. Blondin back to pass, looks right, it goes in the middle to Forrest. Ball falls incomplete. 2-point conversion, no good. Warrington stretches that lead to 19 points now. They lead 26-7 with 5.5 minutes left to play.
Yeah, Coach Coper and his coaching staff's done a great job this second half and making the adjustments at halftime. Coming up with a good throwing, pass play in the first play of the second half, and that just kind of opened things up for them.
They made sound changes defensively, started blitzing a little bit
Correct.
on the run.
Yep, absolutely. So they made some very good adjustments in the second half.
I mean, Washington's biggest drive in the second half has only been 8 plays, and the other 2 have been 5 and out and 3 and out.
Right.
So really good job defensively,
yes,
too.
they have, yep.
And I don't think this is an offense they're going to see much of after today.
Right.
As you move forward through the season. Like you said earlier, they're really playing 80s-style football.
Right, exactly.
Football.
Yes.
DeWert has the ball. Well, Gerling has the ball. He's up to the 40, and he's brought down at the 45. Tackled by Justin Hogan. Nice run back there by Lane Gerling, the senior. They stay in a jumbo formation. Heavy on the left side. Washington's going to go hurry up. That was a direct snap to the halfback, Gurling, on that play. This time they give it to Hill. He rolls to the left.
Oh, that's a nice job.
Great job fighting off a block.
Yes, he did.
And getting into the backfield and stopping him.
That is a heck of a play by a young man right there.
Tegan Melgard, the senior outside linebacker. Showing the good signs tonight for the Warriors. 3rd and 5 for the Jays. Jumbo formation, heavy on the left side again. Direct snap to Gurling. He goes over the left side.
Going to be about a yard short.
Tackle on a play by Skylar Johnson, the sophomore. That brings up 4th and short. Jay's working quickly here.
On the left side
Hill's
again.
going to keep it. He gets to the line of scrimmage and throw him backwards, but he leaned and got the first down. Skylar Johnson on the tackle. No, that was Eli Schneider on the tackle.
Yeah, we've seen that play a few times tonight.
1st and 10 for the Jays inside Warrington territory at the 44. A little under 4 minutes left to go in the ball game. Hill keeps it up the middle this time. Really turning those legs and getting those knees up high.
Yep, good gain that time.
It's 5 yards on the carry. Will Ohms on the tackle for the Big Red.
Yeah, Warrington's got some of their younger guys in there right now.
That's good. I just saw that too. They do. They've got some younger players in there getting some experience.
That's good.
Coach
Yep.
Coper. Heavy on the line of scrimmage for the left side. Handoff. Gurling gets it that time. Taylor Anderson on the tackle. Brings up 3rd and 3. Sam Miguel in the backfield now for Washington. He gets the ball. Goes over the left side. Breaks the tackle. Carries 2 tacklers forward. He's got enough for Jay's first down. Justin Hogan on the tackle for the Big Red. Two and a half minutes left to go in the ball game. Quarterback keeps it, goes over the left side, forced in on the tackle. Melgard in there as well. Gain of 2 on the play. Hill hands off to Gurling, goes over the right side this time. Breaking tackles and still going forward. Gets close to a first down, so he's going to be a yard short.
Yep, like the hustle of these young kids. You know, they're getting in and getting around the ball for sure. They're
yes, sir.
Hunting after it. That's
Owen
good.
Right on the tackle. Low snap, handled off to Sam Miguel.
Oh, good play, good play. There you go.
In the backfield and driven back.
There you
good
go.
Play on 3rd and 1.
Absolutely.
I think Washington's going to call timeout. Trying to come up with a play to stop or get the first down. Skylar Johnson was a tackler on that play. Loss of 1, bring up 4th and a long 2. You know, this is a good game for the Warrington, not just because they're winning, but they're playing a Class 5 school tonight.
Yes, that's right. That's
a lot
right.
of people don't realize that. This is a bigger school. Anytime you can notch a win against a bigger school, more players, bigger players,
you bet.
that's a great win.
That's a great win, and, you look at your district, that's going to build you up some district points. You're winning by 13, against a Class 5 opponent. So that's, a lot of positives coming out of this ball game. So that puts you a little bit more in the district standings. Even though it's just week 2, those points still get them early.
They'll get another chance next week against Wentzville Liberty.
Yes.
Another Class 5 school. All right, 4th and 2. Hill hands off. San Miguel gets it.
And he's short.
I think he's going to be short.
Yes, he is.
Skylar Johnson, another tackle for the Big Red.
Yep, they'll change the possession.
Big Red, stop him again.
Good job. Good job.
Minute and a half left to go. Warrington takes over 1st and 10. Ball's going to be spotted at the 24. Victory or formation here for the Big Red? No, just a jumbo formation?
Jumbo formation. Yeah, their victory.
Their victory, yep.
Yeah.
Blondin takes a knee. Washington being good sports. I want to commend them for not taking cheap shots there. Everybody's being very sportsmanlike.
Well, it was a good, hard-fought ball game by both sides. I mean, it was very evenly matched. The first half of the ball game, 7-7. I mean, Washington, commend them. They did a great job tonight, coming in. But, tip your hat to, Coach Coper and his staff making the adjustments like we said earlier, there at halftime. And, getting both sides of the ball, being able to bring more backers, on the defensive side of the ball, and just Javon Jones just having a great night tonight.
And I like the fact that they matched up with, Washington wanted to come in here and they wanted to be physical with them.
Correct, yes.
And they were successful on that first possession.
Yep.
But ever since then, Warrington's matched them.
They have.
Physicality.
Yep. Well, I tell you what, the big boys up front, they really dedicated themselves to the weight room, over the summer, back in the wintertime. And, that pays off dividends, as you go on.
So a great win here for your Big Red. We'll be back with the stars of the game in our Fast Lane postgame show in just a few. The final whistle's blown, but your journey's just getting started at Fastlane. We're all about keeping you moving, whether it's a quick bite, a fresh brewed coffee, or top-tier fuel. Fastlane delivers fast, friendly service every time with clean stores, everyday essentials, and smiles to match. We are your reliable stop across the region. So wherever the road takes you, after the game or any day, refuel your day at Fastlane. Welcome in, folks, to the Fastlane postgame show. Your front row seat to all the actions, analysis, and highlights from tonight's matchup. Powered by Fastlane, where convenience meets speed, we're breaking down every big play, standout performance, and game-changing moment. Whether you're tuning in from the bleachers or catching us on the go, we've got everything you need to relive the drama, celebrate the stars, and look ahead to what's next. So buckle up, because the Fastlane postgame show starts now. All right, Coach Mack, we've got 4 stars tonight. We had some standout performances. Our first standout performance is going to be Javon Jones. He's our number 1 star today. Javon had himself a game both offensively and defensively. He scored on a 47-yard touchdown run where he showed off not only his power but his speed as well.
Yeah, he did. He just really ran the ball well. Played great both sides of the ball.
Yeah, the Warrington scored on their opening kickoff in the second half, and Javon ran it 47 yards for a touchdown after 2 plays. And then later in the game, he kind of sealed the game for Warrington with a 15-yard touchdown run where he just hit that left tackle hole and just took off.
Yeah, that's a heck of a combination, the size and speed that young man has.
Fantastic. And for our second star, we're going to go with...
Lane Gerling. Or, I'm sorry, Diedrich Forrest. I'm sorry. Diedrich Forrest. What a great night this young man had. Just the yards after catch that he had. He got Warrington on the board, I believe, first tonight.
Yes, sir.
It was about a 7 or 8 yard, little out route, and he turned it into a 38-yard touchdown.
Right.
And, come back in the second half and had a 70-something yard reception. 75-yard reception. Didn't score the touchdown, but he got the Warriors, out of their own territory. They were deep, kind of back against the wall there, and he did a great job of getting in behind the secondary, made a great reception, got themselves down into scoring position. So, just a good weapon to have. He's be able to take, short passes sometimes and make a lot out of a little.
Yes, sir. And for him to play both ways, and he kind of cramped up there late in the game, but he really standout performance, a lot of yards after the catch. He had a 31-yard touchdown or 31-yard reception as well.
Yep.
So he's got well over 150 yards receiving.
That's right. Yep. So excellent night for that young man.
And then our third star is going to go to Christian Blondin. Christian Blondin. He had a great job. He delivered all those passes. A 38-yard TD pass to Diedrich Forrest, a 31-yard completion to Forrest, and then a 75-yard completion to Forrest. And he had a couple short passes to Hernandez and Van Poel as well. So just a standout performance.
Yes, he did. Yep. He did his job tonight. It's a good, accurate arm. Hit his receivers. The ball was very crisp coming out of his hand tonight. He throws a really good ball. Really does. So good timing route. So he had a great night again.
And then our 4 stars are going to go to the Washington halfback, Lane Gerling.
Yeah, Lane had a good night tonight. Senior running back. He's the one that got Washington on the board first. He's the one that led their ground attack tonight along with their quarterback. The Hill kid, he did a nice job as well. But the Gerling kid, give it to him as a senior. He just kept playing, the whole time and he really kept his legs, kickoff returns.
Yes.
He did a lot tonight for the Blue Jays.
That's right. All right, well, that's a wrap on tonight's Fast Lane postgame show. Thanks for riding shotgun with us through every twist, turn, and point scored. From clutch plays to unforgettable moments, we've covered it all, and the road ahead looks just as thrilling. Next up, the Big Red will travel to Liberty High School in Wentzville on Friday. If you can't make it to the game, be sure to tune in right here on the Warrington Sports Network. Airing also on the Warrington Sports Network next week will be softball action versus defending GAC North champions Winfield. Until then, this is Keith Brown alongside Coach Mack, reminding you to stay fast and stay sharp, and we'll see you in the Fast Lane.